What I'd like to just focus on is the human factor. And I think Debbie alluded to that when she said that the technology is the easy part. And fortunately for us, we have gotten the technology to the point where it's invisible. If you want to pull up today's weather, you really don't care how many satellites your phone is hitting. It's you touch that icon and the weather comes up. You pull up a map. Somebody calls you. The technology is invisible so long as it works. And so we're fortunate to have gotten, we're getting to the point where the technology is becoming invisible. And so what then that starts to spotlight is the human factor. And the human factor is evident because it's a paradigm shift. People are working in a different paradigm currently than, or in the past, than the paradigm we're trying to push them towards. And so you have everything from disbelief to resistance to ignorance to just, you have, the whole gamut. And there's not a one-size-fits-all approach to every one of these issues. And there's also not a one-size-fits-all approach to every single person. There's not a one-size-fits-all approach to every single situation. So we have to, very quickly identify the human factor as an issue and very quickly figure out how to overcome that human factor. So I will just illustrate with a couple of anecdotes. So we train healthcare, frontline health workers, and within 30 minutes, people who have never touched a tablet computer or a smartphone are able to use the tablet computer within 30 minutes. That's phenomenal. And then we go away and we're looking at the data, we're looking at the reports coming in, and they're sending up the data every day and it's all working well, and we're like, hey. And then next month we go back and, okay, and they say, well, we really don't want to continue this. And somebody says, why? Because it's not my job to capture data on a tablet computer. Okay, fine. This is the same thing as paper. It's just a different form. Well, my boss didn't tell me that. Okay, let's tell your boss to tell you that. The boss says, well, it's not the organizational policy to capture it. And then before you know, you have to go up right to the very top, and the government has to set up a policy to capture data electronically. And so you see how this human factor very quickly becomes a national policy issue.